How's everybody else doing? I'm gonna be quiet tonight. Wow, okay, fine,
They were dead.
fine.
Pretty
I'm
good
Everybody,
healing.
over here.
you did all right, Sonia?
I'm healing. I have a shin splint, but other than that, I'm good.
Oh, I got a little pain on the front of my shin. It's not. Today was all about recovery. I got a little got a little hot tub after my workout this morning. I worked out quick. Hot tub after the workout, sauna, and just hopped out of the compression boots. That's why I was rushing in here. I should have left them on and just like lounged back and just had you calmly judge me. Season, how are you feeling?
I've been better.
I didn't realize you could still get Corona
Yeah, me either.
in 2025. I kid, I kid. You guys
I
feeling
didn't
okay?
know it was still a thing. Mark got me a flu test the other day, and it just so happened to have a combo flu test, COVID test on it, and it wasn't the flu. It's freaking COVID.
Oops.
And this is fun. He has gone 6 years. It's been almost 6 years since COVID started without ever having COVID. And then he felt left out, so I gave him COVID this time.
I got that right away. I got it. I got it before things closed down. I was getting ready to go work, go coach one day, and I was taking a shower, and I'm like, my soap don't smell. Hmm. So then I sprayed cologne right in front of my face. I'm like, cologne don't smell either. Next step, tests were hard to find then. Next step was cayenne pepper to the tongue. Nothing.
Oh, man.
Call one of my
I've heard
coworkers. I'm
that.
like, can you cover
I've heard that's called Novid. You've never
Novid?
had COVID. Novid. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not well, actually I wasn't bad. I really didn't get too many, but they would not, it was when like there was like, you gotta be at work for 2 weeks and all that chaos. So it's a minimum of 2 weeks, and you had to test negative, and they didn't even know like you're not getting a negative test right away. It was such a pain in the butt.
Mhm.
I was back. I went for a run like 3 days later, outside away from people.
It's the best thing to do.
Yeah, I want to make sure my body was still working
Yep.
The
There's a
first
few
time
people
I
in
got
my office with it. It's going around in
right now.
Michigan. Oh, yeah. One of my coworkers is going to Disney for the first time. She's driving there in 2 weeks. And last week she had COVID. She was like, oh my God, my husband has COVID and we're going to Disney next week. But like, there's been a good solid like 8 days, 9 days. So she's like, all right. But I'm like, two or three people in my office have it. It's just going around.
It's
Oh,
going around bad now everywhere.
Hmm.
you're in health. Well, I mean, not that's not really your field. Like, is that you probably hear about it in healthcare a
Yeah,
little more.
luckily we tell our
And
patients just
flu.
don't come and get us all sick, man. Stay
And
home.
flu. And people were, I don't know. I feel like people were coughing a lot during that race. I thought I'd come back with something. Alas, we're here. We made it. We're alive.
But like every time we go down to Florida, whether it's February or May or March, it doesn't matter. Like we always start coughing and sneezing because we come from like where it's
Hmm.
9 below right now to where it's 60 degrees and all the allergies. So it's like, do they have the flu, COVID? Is it truly allergies? And it's always like allergies for us because every time we go, I mean, we're just an allergic family, so
Oh my
it's hard,
gosh.
hard to know.
I sneeze a lot and I sniff a lot, and people always. Kim had a hair appointment tonight, and her stylist, his wife runs the salon, and she's kind of like she's crazy about it, and she was like trying to cancel the appointment. This is like she's been waiting months for the appointment, and she's like, "No, you did the Run Disney thing. I'm not letting you in here." It was like, "I'm not sick at all. I'm fine. Let me get my hair did." The struggle is real.
Mhm.
Next week, next week I do have three calls on the agenda. We'll have our regular one, but there is a Tuesday and a Wednesday call. If anybody wants to get involved in that, all about goal setting, I'm probably gonna share. I'll probably share that in on the Rise and Run page. You can register so I know people are coming. If not, I'll be by myself. But this tonight's call will kind of tie into that because I feel like we just been talking dopey, and I've had this slideshow ready since before the year ended, and I keep talking about it. So I'm gonna dive into it, and then I'll leave time to like chit chat more, hopefully at the end. Uh-oh. there goes the wife. I thought it was going to be an issue at the hair salon. There's always an issue at the hair salon. So most people, I mean, most know I'm not huge on like New Year's resolutions. I'm like, just do it. If you're gonna change things up, just go ahead and do it. But you know, mindset shifts. Mindset shifts. I am about. Let me see if I can get my screens to share. Those top three. Boom, boom, boom. Had to change this date again on. Y'all see that? Yeah, I think we got the right screen up there. So this was supposed to be our final call of last year, but again, we pushed it back. Dopey, dopey, dopey. Um, I'm guilty of this, and especially with Dopey and the holidays, just rushing from one year to the next, like not acknowledging the year before and just jumping right into, okay, fresh new goals. What are they? So not about like fixing anything from 2025, not about pointing out. I think too many people focus on what they didn't get done in the year before. So definitely not about,
Is this last year's presentation, Tom?
oh, see, I didn't change that date. I changed it from I changed it from 1/5, and then I changed it from like 12 whenever our last call was. So yes, it is technically last year's. Ah, it's funny. I'll just say it's tonight, it's more about like awareness. And thank you, Krista, for bringing awareness to my typos. I could try to go edit it right now, even though it's gonna trigger me. I could
If
try
it
to edit
wasn't
it.
for your typos, we would think that something was wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If it wasn't for the typos, I'm sure we'll get more.
At least we're paying attention.
That's how I know you're paying attention. I have to continue to spell things wrong. All right, but so if anybody feels like they got it, like they missed getting anything done, there were some things I wanted to do last year, didn't happen. You're not behind, you're not broken, not starting from, don't look at the years like starting from zero. Just more awareness, more experience, and now you got, hopefully more tools in your kit. And with that, that's progress in itself. So well, we could jump from there where there's no typo. I went through just 10 shifts. 10 shifts. I'm gonna kind of take no extremes, no guilt, no clarity, just clarity. And I don't want to add more to people's plate. Just kind of clear your brain, declutter mentally, physically. And the first one's a big one. It's the first thing I would tell anybody to leave behind this year is all or nothing thinking. So guilty of that. Your mind tends to say, if I can't do it perfectly, I'm not gonna do it at all. Oh, I can't go to the gym for an hour. I'm not gonna go at all. Like, no, go for a 30-minute run. Get something done. If it's a perfect week or nothing, like you're on track or completely off the rails. Well, I didn't track my meals on Monday, so I'm just gonna eat like crap all week and just going down that. And the problem with that mindset is life is never going to cooperate. Real life never cooperates. It's messy. Your schedule changes. There's kids, there's crazy race weekends. Your energy fluctuates. Like I thought I'd get back moving on Tuesday. I didn't leave the house. There were 25 loads of laundry done and I just had no gas in the tank and really no social battery on Tuesday. I was trying to catch up on some messages and I'm just like, I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. But if you make perfection like your standard, consistency is just going to be impossible. So progress, it's never about the perfect days. It comes from having better bad days. Like if I'm not feeling good, but I'm gonna go through a little bit of motions. I'm gonna get myself moving a little bit. I feel like I at least made a little bit of progress. A walk instead of just doing nothing at all, being a bread loaf, having protein at one meal instead of just skipping all of the structure. One lift, instead of just scrapping the week. Well, I miss Monday, so I'm complete. And I see that a lot. So I miss my Monday, and I get messages from people on here all the time. And that's why I put it in here. I miss my Monday workout. Can we reset for next week? And I'm like, it's Tuesday. Go get your butt in the gym tomorrow. Go get it in on Friday. Consistency is like it's not intensity, it's reliability. So if the bad days get better, the results are gonna start to compound. Make sense? Oh, this one's tough for people. And this really went into, I'm glad I had this one on here because the damn scale was driving some of y'all crazy on Tuesday. And I got a couple messages and then the reel came out. then I had to drop it out there. The scale is not evil, but it is limited. It does give you a very small picture. It tells you gravity. Like it tells
Bob
you
started it on Tuesday.
Bob did break it. Well, he was very close to somebody else. I won't call her out by name. And she probably listening right now. I didn't go through the whole guest list, but I haven't touched it. I have not touched it. But the scale will not, it's not going to tell you strength, confidence, energy, health. Doesn't show muscle gains, not going to show stress levels, not going to show recovery. I took one look in the mirror and I'm like, it was either tune in, lounge, and finish line or inflammation in my body. But either way, I was like, I don't need the scale right now. I don't need that. I don't need that stress. There was refillable beer cups and we were off track and now we get back on track for another 14 days before Dumbo. But a lot of people let that one number decide like whether a week was good or bad. And gentlemen, I'm sorry, you got it easier. We have it easier. Ladies on the call, they get a fluctuation most of them once a month where that scale jumps up and they have, I get the come to Jesus text, what's going on? The scale went up 3 pounds, scale went up 5 pounds. And like clockwork, a week later, it's back down. Y'all don't have to deal with that, gentlemen. You just get the race inflammation and all that workout inflammation. But it's the scales, it stresses people out. I could see it stressing people out. There's like some of y'all ran 48.6 miles last week. You're like, the damn scale went up 3 pounds. Like, give yourself some credit for what you just did. So, try to carry forward better metrics this year. How do you feel when you're waking up? How do you recover from your workouts? How you feeling in the clothes? The clothes is such a big one. Um, he's not on here. He's not on. He's one of my one-on-ones, but Lance and I have had that conversation multiple times where he has gained a solid amount of muscle this year that the scale has not moved, but he is down belt notch after belt notch after belt notch. And he loves his damn belt, and he's like, I finally have to get rid of the damn belt. But, you know, how you feeling in the clothes? How you showing up in life? But if your body's working better than it used to be, that is progress. Please leave behind earning food. This stems from my thoughts on Thanksgiving, and I just look back. There was coaching group fitness. I've said it, but you could not tear me away from coaching on Thanksgiving because I knew people wanted to earn the food. I knew people going with that mindset, earn the food. Well, I'm gonna have a nice payday working 3 hours on Thanksgiving morning, but it's a terrible mindset. So leave that one behind. That you have to earn the food. It's not a reward for suffering through workouts. It's not something that you unlock by burning more calories. Like, oh yeah, did I eat more after I ran 48.6 miles? Yeah, definitely. Body needed fuel. It needed recovery. It needed support. Food is all of that. But if food starts becoming something you earn and movement becomes punishment, that's a dangerous mindset. I had a call with somebody looking to either join here or one-on-one, and she was like, I don't play with the scale. I've had years of disordered eating, and I just want, the workouts, and I want my body to transfer me. I don't want to track. And I said, it's fine. Like, she's like, I've punished myself with working out before. I'm not going down that path again. And it's like, do it, do it. I should have invited her to come here tonight. But yeah, movement's punishment. The consistency starts disappearing. Eat to support your goals, not to punish yourself for having a body. You don't got to earn the meals. We use them to live and recover and feel human. If you go too low, you're gonna feel like crap. It's not fun. Oh, I feel awkward saying this one. I feel like overtraining is a badge of honor. There's 6 or 7 of us with dopey medals that just went through a severe bout of overtraining, and we do wear it as a badge of honor. But like definitely try to leave that one behind. More is not always better. Better is better. I used to have to do 2 hours in the gym, or I didn't feel like I did enough. 3 hours in the gym. I don't feel like I'm doing enough. I'm not moving forward. Never made progress on like the numbers in the app. And then when I left that behind, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna follow my plan, stick to my plan. I'm not gonna force myself to do an extra hour on the treadmill because I want to just lean out just a little more. And yeah, my results started skyrocketing. The you know the strongest people, I think, aren't the ones that do the most. They're the ones that just keep showing up day after day and just keep moving forward. So make sure your training is adding to your life, not draining it. Again, hard to say after I just did dopey training. I don't want to look at my running shoes right now. I don't even want to. They're tucked away. I don't want to go anywhere near them. Goal isn't just to how much you could survive. It's how strong you could say. I hope everybody felt strong finishing dopey, even though you were kind of beaten down, broken and down. Under eating to feel in control. So this one, a lot of people think that's control. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a pee, I'm gonna have a little bit. And I get those calls where and it's Optavia. I think it's Optavia where they give you like three shakes a week or three shakes a day, and that's it. And you're not allowed to work out. And I've had a couple calls like that where somebody's like, I'm on Optavia, but I feel so in control when I do it. I'm like, you're stuck on three shakes. Like that's not good. That's handcuffs. That's hand that's crazy. And what has happened to every one of them, they lose control after. Over time, like they find themselves, they're losing energy, they're losing their mood, they're losing focus, they lose consistency, and then the binge comes in. So if your fuel is low, like everything feels harder. There's a reason almost everybody I knew was eating pasta dishes on this past Saturday night. Like we were, everybody was trying to get the pasta in. Eating enough is more of a skill, not a failure. Just making sure you're eating to fuel your body. That stability comes from fuel, consistency, all of that. Clarity. I know when I go too deep in the cut, and I know a lot of people that do that, where it's, oh, I cut down so much, and they just get brain fog and you kind of get zonked out. Fuel doesn't make you lose control. It should give back to you. You should feel energized, not like 5K sucked the life out of you. Oh, waiting for motivation. I used to be very into motivate, like, and I still watch things that pump me up and like looking for motivation, but motivation is completely unreliable. It comes and goes. It's based on sleep, stress, weather, life, kids, the dog, all that. Like, am I motivated to go today? Am I motivated to get it done? Oh, no, no, no. Instead of just waiting to feel motivated, like completely shift the identity. I move my body. I move my body because there are people that cannot. That is one of my mantras. Like when I saw a lot of you probably know Adrielu, her mom pushed her through 500 miles. This was their 500 mile getting pushed on in a wheelchair, this young lady. And those first miles, she wasn't able to get up at the finish line. Adrielu, now she can get up and she walks across that finish line. I'm not going to cry on the call tonight. And but Stacy pushes her. Stacy's now got a team of people that push her. And if I got the ability to move, I'm gonna move as long as I possibly can. Bob from Rise and Run, 72 years old, did a marathon. Like that shit inspires me, part of my language. But I fuel myself because that's who I am. And your habits will stick when they align with your identity and not just emotion like, oh, do I want to go to the gym today? It's like, it's on my calendar. I'm gonna get it done because I can get it done, because I'm allowed to do that. I have the ability to go and move. Beating yourself up. I'm not calling, but yeah. Lot- I get a lot of messages from y'all, and people hold themselves to like crazy standards. You don't need like harsher rules. You just need to trust yourself, trust your body. Self-criticism does not build consistency. It builds burnout. I have suffered from body dysmorphia per for years, where I'm like, oh my. I looked at and I go through bouts of it. I looked at those dopey pictures and I'm like, oh my God, I'm fluffy. I don't even want to share this picture of me running with my shirt off. I am I'm not where I wanted to be, and oh, I should have just stayed on track through Christmas. I was in such a good spot on December 10th, and then Kim's holiday party came, and then my nephews came, and there was Christmas and New Year's, and then I've been eating and drinking like crazy, and I was just beating myself up for about 5 minutes, and then I'm like, nah, F that. Like, I'm not far off from where I want to be, but I had to start talking to myself you know, the way I would talk to anybody on here. I had to realize like, what's going on in my brain? And let's chat. Got a little curious, like why am I feeling that? All right, was I not consistent? Sure. Did I enjoy the last month of my life? Absolutely. Started supporting my own brain structure and constructive. I said, okay, what do I want to do next? How can I go into Dumbo not feeling like that? Maybe I should get back on track on Wednesday instead of waiting till the following Monday. And wonder what I could do by Princess. Wonder what I could do by Springtime Surprise and see how I'm feeling then. So, self-trust is a skill. It's trainable, but it's easy to let your brain. The brain is a beast, man. The brain will mess with y'all, mess with y'all, and mess with y'all, and mess with me. Comparing it right along with that, comparing yourself to others. Comparison is the fastest way to just forget your own progress. Some nice woman, she posted on two run Disney groups, and posted a picture of the other guy in a tutu. Did anybody see that post? She said, I know everybody talks about the tutu guys, but this guy, oh my gosh. And it was like comparing us to this guy. And one person in our group, like, oh, F that girl. And we're like, dude, that's Solomon. We met Solomon. Solomon was the nicest guy. He's a pilot from New York. He's coming down again for springtime. We probably spent 30 minutes talking to this guy, 15 minutes after the 10K, 15 minutes after that marathon, just chatting with this guy. He was the nicest, most down to earth dude, but like somebody was out there just trying to randomly compare us. And I'm like, who are you, Miss Lady? But don't let someone else's timeline invalidate yours. We're all in different seasons, different priorities, different bodies, and get to the end of the year and say, holy shit, look how far I came from today, from right now. Compare that. Bob, you would did you hit 285 yet?
No, I gained 6 pounds from the marathon weekend.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's understandable, but now you set the next step, the next goal, and by the end of the year, you'd be like, oh my God, I'm down to 230,
Yeah,
220.
that's never gonna happen, but okay.
You could do it.
My realistic goal, honestly, is 250.
I'll take it.
That's my goal.
I'll take it. I think you can do it.
That's my goal. So
I'm gonna make it happen.
I hope so. All I know is without you, I wouldn't finish the dopey. So I thank you for that.
Aw. Yeah,
I'm
dude,
serious.
to be honest, that was all you.
No,
Your
definitely
feet moved. You're the one
Yeah.
who moved one foot in front of the other. It's man, I give you a little guidance along the way, but that is not that is your challenge. That is your medal. You earn that crap. I don't know why I keep signing up for them. Dale, you smiling. You gonna do another one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know, right? Part of me was like,
One of our one of the parents their kids go to school with ours. She did her first dopey. She usually runs Princess with her sister. She did her first dopey, and we saw her at the finish, and I looked at her. I'm like, "You're totally doing this again next year." She's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I know.
I keep telling myself I'm not going to, and I'm like, you know what? I got to stop jinxing myself because I won't end up getting in, and then that'll be a whole. I'll be calling Dale for charity bibs.
It's the way to go.
But
Less stress.
I mean, because I saw so many of you out there. Krista, I didn't get to see you once.
No, and I was stalking you. I don't know what the heck. You must have
Yeah,
passed by when I bent over for some ice bags.
I was looking for you, and I'm like, where the hell is Krista? There was a couple people that I did not run into all weekend, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know how nice it would be to actually just be able to come and spectate and jump and jump, and then I'm like, my FOMO, while everybody else is out there running, I would be freaking out. I'd be like that girl who got a bib last minute somehow. Yep, signed up, no training, and she went and did it. But I would
So,
love.
but Funny story. This woman I was telling you about who ran a first dopey. Her son is the same age as one of our daughters, and he ran the half because he's not old enough to run dopey. He wanted to. So I'm like, yeah, how'd you like it? And he said, yeah, I think I'd do it again, except this time I think I'd actually train. 17 years old running a half marathon just cuz.
They can do that.
Yeah,
They can
that'd be
do that.
nice.
They they have that ability.
And if he wasn't running with his mom, I think he would have blown her out of the water.
Oh yeah.
I've done more than I'm happy to admit, untrained, and they're never good. They're never good. It's always it's not, I'm guaranteeing it's a whole different run than that 17-year-old who probably just went out there and was like, yeah, this is freaking jog in the park. We run through a castle. Oh, that's nice. Like, no, no. I'm like, get me to the castle. I need to storm the castle so that I'm halfway through.
If I had seen one more 20 something walk across that half marathon finish line looking like they just rolled out of the, like, getting ready, I was going to throw up.
What do you mean looking like they were?
So, like, they look like they did nothing. They're like perfect makeup, just like everything. Like, they didn't finish a half marathon. If they didn't have on the stupid medal, I wouldn't have known.
Age is a beautiful thing.
I don't know how some people come out of that just looking like unscathed, and maybe, you only did the half and they've been a runner their whole life. I don't know, but I'm feeling that. I'm not looking forward to the streets of Anaheim. Part of me was like, I could deal with getting swept right after the park. I'd have no problem with that. I won't do it, but I wouldn't be opposed to cutting that one a little short and just doing a pair of 10Ks. Oh, I won't do it. I gotta stick through. I gotta stick it through a Bob.
Oh.
I loved the streets of Anaheim. That was my, obviously it was great going through the parks, but you had
When
so
did you
much
do
room
it?
to breathe. I did the last one in 2017.
I've heard it's changed since then, and last time I ran it was probably
Probably more park time, I think I heard.
So I just did Halloween, and the streets were fantastic. There was people lined up almost the entire street length. It was actually great. I thought it would. I thought that might be my favorite half marathon so far. It was really that good.
That's what got to me. There wasn't any of that. When the first one that came
Okay.
back, there was none of that. There was none of that. So it was just gas stations and adult toy shops and adult novelty shops on the
Yeah,
street.
I did that one. That's the only half that I've ever done, and it was the streets were not great.
And I,
And I was like minutes before the balloon ladies, and I'm like, I'm not getting on that bus. There's no bus that's gonna pick me up today. Um, it was rough. Yeah.
I think my perspective shift before I jump back into was I agree with you, Audrey. I agree, but after that was when I really started getting into doing the runs, and I had looked for a couple POT type races in Orlando.
Yeah.
And when you run 2 laps, because you have to do a double loop to run around Orlando. You're not getting a half marathon done otherwise. And that was boring. And
Yeah.
cobblestones and potholes, and God bless the homeless people out there cheering you on and making I'm like, never. And I keep getting free bibs to those freaking Orlando races, and I keep taking them. I'm like, why do I keep going to these? Because they're fun. They're fun. I see people. They're good training runs. Cobblestones really help. Number 9, leave behind the I'll start when life slows down. Your life will never calm down. It's only going to get crazier unless you're Lori, who's just getting rid of those kids left and right. We got another one going into college, and maybe it'll calm down a little bit. But instead of waiting, just try to practice in the chaos. Better days versus perfect days. That's where resilience is built. I know Dale had to go through that, running through in the freaking cold. We had a conversation a month ago, like I do not want to be in this cold. I don't want to leave the house, and still got it done. Still finished his dopey. And then number 10, thinking you got to do it alone. And very, very fortunate that when my motivation Wayne's, one of y'all's PRs goes off, or I get a notification that oh I did this. Bob hit 285, and that just like boom back on track. That gets my brain going. The progress sticks when it's shared. The support matters, the community matters. Don't try to just white. I did this for so long, like solo, just solo, and it's not as fun. I One of my favorite thing about Run Disney is the giant community, and it's like sometimes weightlifting can be a very solo sport, and you're looking around, need a spot. I don't know, talking to anybody. You're in your zone, but that letting yourself be supported is definitely not a weakness. It's more of a strategy. Um, it was like I was getting ready to wind down last night, and my other two guy, is he on here? He might have popped his head on here. If he did, I'm not gonna put him on blast. If he didn't, yeah, he messaged me and he was like, "I'm ready to." Nope, he didn't pop his head on. We'll just talk him, and if he watches the replay, he'll get props. And he was like, "I'm just not happy. He had two surgeries in the past year. Really fell off track. Ran a little bit. Life-changing job. Moved to Orlando. All that fun, like everything. Cat passed away. Everything that could have went wrong, kind of. And he was like, I need to reset, and it's like help me just get back the heck on track. And I think I ended up talking to him for an hour, and I built out a new program. I was just like over text, like you just got to get your ass going. And I told him show up to these calls, man. Show up, get your get yourself, in around people with the right mindset. It helps so much to have people just all on the same journey, and yeah, moving forward and all that. So think about one thing you're leaving behind in 2025 from 2025. I say I should change that too. One habit you'll protect in 2026. This one for me, that one habit is going to be, you know, hmm, one thing I'll protect, just my consistency, my habit of consistency. I don't want to lose any bit of that, and then not beating myself up without when the scale's not in agreement because I had 3 weeks of just it's the holidays, it's dopey, it's all the things. And then like one way you'll just define success without the scale. For me, that one I know it already. It's gonna be a PR on New York, just hitting a PR on my marathon. And I don't know if anybody knows, she's super quiet on these calls. She pops her head in from time to time, seeing if she's even on here tonight. Jen, you better watch the replay. She could be H2D iPhone 17 Pro. I don't know who that is. But, you know, Jen's husband, a lot of you might know him. He's one of the Pacers, Adam. He's a real tall, lanky guy. You might see him at the pacing Galloway Pacer booth at the expo, and he joined the challenge that's starting up. He joined that one, and he's been blowing me up now that he's got like app access to me, and he's like blowing me up left and right. He's like, "So what's your goal? You're asking me all about my goals. What is your goal?" And I said, "I want to get Corral A proof of time." So now he's bugging me. He wants to get up he gave me his whole run schedule. He's like, "Can we get up 5 a.m.? Can you meet me?" They live 20 minutes away from me. He's like, "Can we meet midway? We'll do our runs 5 a.m. We'll get going." He's like, "I'll get you there." I'm like, "You signed up for my challenge. I'm supposed to be coaching you, boy." And he's like, "Yeah, but I've got a skill set here. You have your skill set there. We're gonna, just mesh them together, and yeah, we'll both get to our goals." So I'm excited for that. I'm a little scared. He's very fast. And remember, you're not starting over this year, you're starting stronger. Let me stop sharing my screen. There was a lot going on in the chat. Stop sharing my screen. Good. I flew that through that purposely so I could leave time to talk. Challenge questions. So I'll post a primer. I'm gonna go through these questions as well and comments in there, whatever I didn't miss. The challenge starts February 9th. You do not need to sign up. You do not need to sign up. Still deciding if it's gonna be Monday or Tuesday calls for the challenge. That one might be a little earlier than this one. Not need to sign up, but you will need to. The easiest way for me to track instead of going into everybody's individual is weight. So I'll send information about weighing in then. Let me know what you want me to cover because some of you have been through the challenges before. If there's some new like topic you want me to cover, throw it in there. Well, obviously, we'll have the mainstays like there'll be a nutrition focus, there'll be a strength focus, there'll be a recovery focus. Probably supplements because everybody and their mother wants to know about supplements except Bethany. And I don't think I have much to add about the challenge. No, that'll be it. I'll send the details like through the chat on that. And let's see what else. What do we got? I left plenty of time for questions tonight. Y'all gonna
Is the challenge 6 weeks? I wrote it in the chat, but
This one's 6.
Okay.
New year, I figure give you a little more time than that last one to stay focused.
I am not asking any more supplement questions because I pulled the trigger and I started creatine. So I have 0 more supplement questions for you.
Pulled the trigger, I started creatine.
Yep, I did it.
When did you start it?
Probably a week ago.
A week
About a
ago?
week ago. So
Notice
I'm not
any
asking any more
changes in
questions.
endurance?
It's been like a really weird week. So it's kind of like hard week to judge because I've done 2 like night treadmill runs and you know me, I'm usually like a morning person, but like we've had really, really bad weather. So we've had snow days. I've had to drive in bad weather. Work's been like up and down. So like it's kind of a weird week to
Hard to
like
judge.
hard to judge. Yeah, but my weight is kind of like maintaining, so that's good because I was kind of watching to see if it would go up with like, you know, the water retention that everyone was talking about. I think I had like the GI stuff for like a day or two, but it wasn't like a huge deal.
Tends to be rare, that one.
Yeah, it wasn't like but no, so I got my vitamin, my probiotic, and my vitamin D and my creatine, so I'm good. I'm good.
I do have a question about creatine.
Go for
How do you travel with it?
it. Much to my wife's stress, because she thinks I look like a drug dealer. I usually just put it in a Ziploc bag. Where are you traveling?
Hawaii to get on a cruise.
Hawaii?
No, we're going to Mexican Riviera.
Oh, I thought you said Hawaii.
No,
Woke
LA.
up for a second. So I will bring a small shaker because I'm gonna need that regardless. I have a couple of like the miniature ones, and I'll put it in a Ziploc bag and I'll seal it there, and then I'll load that into a shaker because I know even if it breaks, it's not gonna, even if the Ziploc comes loose, it's not gonna get everywhere.
And I bought this one
I was
and it
about to
was
say, what is everyone like?
relatively I bought this one and it's pretty small. Like it's 30 days. It was like
Is that from
under
Target?
$20. No, Amazon. It was like $17.
It shouldn't
But
be expensive. If there's a
yeah.
creatine that's out there that says it's $30 or no, 30-day serving and it's at like 40, $50, you're getting robbed. It's just one of those ones that's not going to make Target is pushing, especially to women, because it says lean, like lean muscle without the blow, and there's literally no ingredient differences.
There's one that I've been targeted a lot, and I'm sure like most of the women on here have been if you're like on Instagram, but that Crete, it's like a gummy, and I like looked at that and and my girlfriend bought it. It was $60 for 30 days.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked you. I'm like, I don't want to spend $60 and you're like, just find whatever. So I found that one and the reviews said like not a lot of bloating, not a lot of GI stuff. So I just rolled with it and $18 later.
Kim ended up getting a gel, and I was not happy with her. It was like a gel pack of creatine, and I'm like, how much was that? You got robbed. She goes, no, it's supposed to be better. And I'm like, it's not. It's the same ingredient. A lot of the gummies they're showing, the gummies are not they're underdosed is what a lot of places are, a lot of stuff is coming out about. and
Well, that's what I was just about to ask.
you
What
need a
you're
minimum of 5 grams, and you're not gonna find the powder underdosed very rarely.
Yeah. Well, I was about to ask that, like, what your take on the new findings of increasing creatine intake to like up to 10 a day versus 5 or more, because there's been a lot more research on this.
As somebody who wakes up regularly at like 4:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and would get a little bit of brain fog into the later afternoon and need more caffeine, I'm up to 20 grams
Okay.
daily. And I feel like right now, I still feel sharp and energized and like I can carry on a conversation. Was that the case 4 days ago? No. But
I was just
yeah,
wondering.
and
That's why they say, like, you can even change, I guess, what you're taking. Like, you could do powder in the morning, and then I know you said you don't like the gummies, but they're saying you can, like, I guess, supplement with gummies later, so you're getting two different types.
it's the two that talk about it the most right now are doctors Rhonda Patrick and Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, where they're like,
Okay.
yeah, it's brain health. The brain health effects alone are just like potentially, if you were to start it, they're actually convinced that like people, it's going to become a very normal thing for doctors to just say in the future, like, yep, if you want to protect your brain health, start creatine 20 grams young and just maintain the brain health.
So
It
do you do
doesn't,
that all at, sorry.
no, go.
Do you do it all at once or do you spread that out throughout the day
I spread
then?
it out. I do 5 in the morning with my pre-workout drink shake, 5 after my workout, then I'll have a little later, and then I'll have some before the evening is out.
I can probably actually send something to the group that I got the other day, which like was like really good research, and it's kind of a little promotionally because it came from the feed, but like it really broke it down nice. It's interesting.
Share
That's
it.
my thing. That's like my thing. I love studies and research, and yeah.
That's why I like listening to Dr. Rhonda Patrick and Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, because they just talk about like, and they're looking at all the studies, and it breaks the blood-brain barrier. Is that what she said? Blood-brain barrier? Yeah. And at doses over 5 grams. That's what she was saying. She goes, the muscle is almost starving for it, that the muscle absorbs it all first before any of your brain gets any of it. So you saturate the muscle first by, with that initial dose, which is why people have been using it for the past 30, 40, 50 years. But now they're seeing the other benefits, but they're like, okay, because your muscle's just starving for it, it grabs it first, so you got to go above that dose to get the brain effects. Space station. Hours later, they're canceling up the sky. I'm also looking at your little tracker thing here, Miss Sarah.
Oh God.
It stressed me out.
I'm all over the place. Don't look at my stuff. Next week's gonna be a better week for me.
No,
this week
I like this tracker.
And today I actually ran for once in my life after this weekend.
Where did you get your hands? How did you get your hands on this?
What?
This tracker, it was you that shared this, right?
Oh,
yeah, you did.
Oh, my time tracker thing. I don't know. I just found it somewhere, and it's pretty accurate because, I mean, based off of corral placement and what my time was to get in the corral I was in, and based off of what I know about other people, like it's pretty close. It's a horrible photo, but it's pretty close.
From what I heard, it's under 150 or something like that for a half.
It's basically, That's why I wouldn't go based off of what it says for the marathon, because it's saying a sub 4. I think if you submit a half time and you're under, you'll be fine.
I'm more likely to be able to sustain that for a half, knowing myself.
Exactly. That would be hard.
I'd rather push myself on a half than attempt to sustain. Kill myself on the first one.
That's what I was like, please don't look at the top.
Congress to turn into law. TLT is
I'm looking up something.
company to bring down the cost of prescription drugs. And he wants insurance company.
We got insurance coming. I hear somebody. Crealkaline,
President Trump has
buffered form of creatine monohydrate. So it's just another form of it, and I don't see too many differences. I've heard of that, but I think it's just a more expensive version. They say it's easier to digest. I've also never, I find very few people that have the digestive issues with it. Capsule form, never even tried that. I got mine at Costco. Still need to buy creatine. It's one of the most tested. One of the most tested. What is A estimated as 150 and under, Bethany, to get A? Can you do that?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Heck no. I was just wondering because you were talking about your goal to get in. I can't do it. I'm lucky I can get into C. I mean, you know how hard I have to work to get into C, let alone A or B. I mean, you saw my life this year trying to get into C. But I did it.
You're gonna get,
Hopefully.
you're gonna
Hopefully.
get B.
I'm not gonna
B,
get B.
B is
You
next.
might.
You could do under B on not B for a marathon, right? B for a half.
Yeah, I've never done a marathon.
Because you needed under 215 on the, I think
For
it was under
C.
215 for the halves for B. You needed under 208 if you were also doing the marathon at Dopey.
Oh, ah.
Yeah, because
That's it.
my 5K was 106, so I think that would be put me into C probably. I mean, of course, who knows, but like for Princess, but I'm assuming I'll be in C.
That's your next
But
big one, right?
yeah, I love the
Exciting.
treadmill.
You love
Me and
the
my treadmill, me and my treadmill have a lot of dates lately.
I don't love
On
I don't love the treadmill.
Friday, what did I do? Friday, I did 10 miles on the treadmill Friday morning.
Oh,
10 on the treadmill.
The problem is we
so hard.
have so much ice. Like, I don't care about the cold. I don't care about the wind, but I'll put a picture in the group. Like, even Mav and I tried to go for a walk the other night around our neighborhood, and we had to turn around because it was so slippery. And everything is just pure ice by us. It's never just like, oh, here's 5 inches of snow. It's like, here's 3 inches of ice too.
That's not fun. Run
No,
inside.
so
Be safe.
yeah.
Did you talk to Jeff at all after? We share a mutual friend, Bethany and I.
Yeah,
Talk to him?
he was doing real good. And I'm gonna throw this out there in case anyone needs motivation. So Jeff actually went to elementary school with my sister. He's 4 years older than me. But he and and we went to a small town in the UP of Michigan, but we reconnected at Detroit Half years ago. And Jeff actually had
He had a
a
heart
heart
attack.
attack. He had a widowmaker heart attack, and he did a second marathon this year.
Oh.
Second marathon. And
I
I'm just
would,
like so proud of him because he and I and my sister all used to get made fun of in elementary school and high school because of our appearance and our weights and stuff like that. So like my heart is just like so happy for him.
I knew Jeff just from randomly from the races. He introduced me to Bethany at what was Princess, right?
Princess last year. Yeah.
And he joined the last challenge, and I had no clue that he had ever had the heart attack. And he was like, I don't want to ever be in a position for that to happen again. And then he messaged me, he did the challenge, he did great, he lost a good amount. He messaged me before marathon weekend, and he was like, dude, I was 174 at Wine and Dine. I'm down to 160 now. I'm so happy. And he got a 30-minute, I think it was a 30-minute PR
Yeah,
on
30
his
minutes.
marathon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's impressive to shave off 30 minutes.
Yeah, and he's awesome. He's like such a good, I don't know, he's such a good motivation. He's awesome.
Nicest guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nicest guy.
And if any of you guys are on DVC fan group on Facebook, um, he like he's in all the pictures that they post because they always go to Disney. So
All right. What I'm going back through the comments right now, the chat. I didn't miss too much. There's, let's
I
see.
had a question about sit-ups.
You hate them, and why
I
do I
hate
keep giving them?
them so much. Um, I can't do a sit-up unless I have like something on my feet. Or like sometimes I'll stick my feet under the bed. And so then I feel like I'm using my legs more than I'm supposed to instead of just my abs because I need something to like brace against in order to sit all the way up. So I just, would it be better to do a
Did I
different
not hit
ab
send when you
exercise?
messaged me that? I'm looking
I
now.
don't think so.
I didn't
No,
hit
I
send.
got radio science from you.
Oh my God. I'm gonna look like no way. Nope, it's literally there. It's
Good.
literally there unsent. I'm even gonna click send right now, so you know I didn't just type it.
Oh, there we go.
I didn't just type it. Totally. Oh my God, you had another good question in there,
I had
which
several questions, but yeah.
also answered. It
Okay,
was
thank you.
typed up in there. You can absolutely do your feet anchored. And I was
Okay.
like, I know she asked me this, and I could have sworn I answered. Absolutely doing your feet anchored. You could shorten the range of motion. The abs are
Okay.
they're working. They're
Okay.
working doing that. It's not,
Okay.
you know, if you feel pain in your leg, then I'd be like, all right, we gotta
No.
maybe go to a reverse crunch where you're lying
Yeah,
on
I
your
like the
back.
reverse crunches. The reverse crunches are much better. I like those workouts more.
Yeah, that'll help build it. But
Okay, good.
a crunch too. I mean, just going a shortened range of motion there. It's one of the ones where it's that shorter range of motion is going to help you build it up.
Okay. Okay.
And your
Awesome.
other question, traveling for work the 18th through the 23rd, which
Yeah.
we're almost there.
Yeah. I gotta
I can either
pack.
program them on or the on-demand library. Do you have bands?
No.
I was going to say the on-demand library bodyweight stuff would get you through it, but
Okay.
also the band ones if you had bands, but you don't have
I might
bands.
be able to borrow some from my sister.
Just
She
take
might
them
have
from your
some.
sister.
Yeah, I
She'll
have
be
to
fine.
go. I have to take her like outlet adapter thing anyway, so I have to go to her house. So maybe I'll just take them.
Take her outlet adapter thing. Take the outlet adapter thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else you got? Where are you traveling? Work.
I'm going to London.
That's not a bad work trip.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you can hear my kids shouting in the background. Um, yeah, my company's UK office is like out in the suburbs, but we are doing like I'll be there for a week and but nobody in the UK office, they all work remotely on Mondays. So we get Monday to just like go do activities. So yeah, but we're staying in like we're not staying like a fancy hotel and it's like way out in the burbs. So they don't have like a gym or anything.
So if you were in London, I'd be like, get your butt outside and just go for a run and don't even worry about the gym. And
Yeah.
just, I was having a one-on-one call and she's like, this hotel gym is terrible. And I'm like, you're in LA right now? Or she wasn't in LA. She's somewhere in California that she was like, yeah, I can go run along the beach. Like, so definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? She messaged me yesterday. She goes, oh my God, you were right. Why the hell wasn't I running? There's all these fit people. I was so motivated.
Yeah.
I ended up
Yeah,
running for an
no.
hour, but maybe
Around
not.
the suburbs. I'll do a lot of walking around on our day, like in the city and stuff, but I'm not sure how much time I'll have for workouts. I think on Wednesday, the like developer team has their like after hours board game night at the office. We might go play with the developer nerds. But
Wait,
that should be fun.
what company is it?
I work for a small company called Epoch, and it's like a legal services company.
Oh, okay. Just when you said my son works in London and he's a systems architect. So I was like, oh, maybe she's
Oh,
gonna be when you said nerd like gathering, I was like, that
You
might be
thought of
my
your
son.
son?
But
nerd gathering.
yeah.
Hey, hey, congrats to your sons, Jenny.
Oh yeah, that's a different son, but yeah, that he did a great job. And my husband too. I was so impressed with both of them. I was really proud of them. They did a great job.
Awesome.
They both ran their first half marathon. That's what he's talking about. Ben.
Oh,
Suckered them in. Now they're hooked. Now they're hooked. Amy said, "How can we restart without starting from zero?" So, Amy, I could first off, easiest part, I could kind of refresh your plan and give you a new base point. But like, you're not starting, even when I've had to take like months off the gym, muscle memory is a real thing. So you will bounce back on strength 10 times faster than you will ever bounce back on cardio. And we know you didn't take a break on cardio because you were busting your tush for a 10K PR. So I don't you didn't even need a full restart. You just need to get back into into the training. And then on the nutrition, is this nutrition or strength focused question, Amy?
It's all of it.
It's
Because
all of
I
it.
like my whole thing for this year is momentum over perfection. And
Very
I know
applicable. All
this
of it.
year, the crap that happened at the end of the year last year is not going to go away. But right now I have a little bit of a reprieve. So what I'm trying to do is fill my cup now so that when things go sideways and I have to step away for, a week or two or whatever, I just want to this year I really just want to remember that I've got to take care of myself before I take care of anyone else. So my whole thing is not, I don't have any big goals for running. I just want to start doing it more often and not letting it go. My nutrition right now, I'm just like, just track it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's, especially coming off of, you know, run
Mhm.
Disney weekend. It's not going to be perfect right now. So just tracking whatever I'm eating. And then I want to get back to lifting weights. But I know like the other day I did it and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, I got 4 sets. I feel like I have to do the 4 sets, but I know I'm going to be so sore. So it's not so much like starting over. I just need to take a step back so I can take a couple steps forward. Does that
100%.
make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like for the strength, I did the same. I came off dopey and I was like, I got to get myself back just moving on Wednesday. And even though I hit no PRs, I didn't move the needle on anything. I actually felt like I regressed in some. I was like, I feel just great to get moving again. And now I'm like really looking forward to tomorrow. I'm kind of amped up for 5 a.m. And just I'll refresh a little on the calendar so you have a fresh start. The nutrition thing, you gave the exact first step. Start tracking and then message me once you feel you got a week of just steady tracking, and I'll take a look over it and say, okay, yep, you don't need to be here. If this is your baseline, we'll move the needle a little bit to try to get it moving in the right direction. And then exactly gain momentum while you can before it sounds like you always have a chaotic end of the year.
It's family, aging
Mhm.
parents, things like that. Trying to take care of them from 14 hours away is
So,
stressful and trying. So, it's not going to go away. So it is what it is. And I kind of put myself second at the end of last year and realized that's not doing me any good in the long run. So that's why refocus, pivot.
let's say it probably every other week. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, if you got to take care of other people, you got to be in good health for you to take care of them. And also, you don't want somebody to have to get there, have to do that. My, I'll leave everybody at this. On, was it Christmas Eve? I think it was Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve. My Kim's stepdad, his father passed away we just celebrated his 100th birthday. We had a party in August. He was joking. He goes, "These guys jinx me." World War II vet. He said, "These guys jinx me. They threw me a party in August. My birthday's not until November." At his birthday in August, he's making jokes like that. He's going up and down the stairs. He's walking around like he's Frank Sinatra, shaking hands, kissing babies, talking to everybody and their mother at the party. And I'm like, how the hell? This man at 100 years old is so full of health. Kim's stepdad's every bit of 70. And you're just like, wow. And he's super fit. He's run marathons. we were telling him about our marathon time. He goes, "Oh yeah, my best half was 1:15 or something like that." And I was like, "Oh my God." Oh yeah, I used to do 6 minute miles on 5Ks and just casual New Yorker like it. It's not even ain't even a thing. And but that last 2 months, he was taking care of his 100-year-old father, 70-year-old man taking care of a 100-year-old man. And if he hadn't taken care of himself all those years, there's no way. And I'm talking he had to handle the wiping and handle the cleaning and all the things and not fun. And it's like, damn, you got to keep yourself, you know, somebody's going, yeah. So keep yourself healthy. Keep yourself healthy. Bethany, what's your training question?
Sorry, I put that in before you said I'm going to leave you with this.
No, you don't.
Um,
You're
so
just
lately,
getting jealous of your salad, though.
oh, I know, right? You know, this is my everyday salad when the boys aren't here. Um, in terms of like the workouts, and I just want to make sure I'm doing this right because I think most of mine are like, well, there's some that are like 3 sets of 12, but instead of doing 12, I've been doing like more like 8, but I've been challenging my weights every week. Is that still like what I should do, or do you want me to be like more like a baseline doing the 12? I mean, I try to get to 12, but then like the third set, I can't get to 12 anymore.
I'm gonna give you a range currently.
I think most of them say like 12 or 15.
I'm just gonna pull up and look
Yeah.
at a particular one and give you some live live
Because
live live
I've been
feedback on it.
challenging my weight a lot with strength. I just don't get to the 12.
You went 12 across the board on this one.
Well, what I
Mm,
do sometimes, well, if it's been shoulder, I've been doing kind of like a baseline number because I've been having like a little bit of shoulder issue, which it's getting better, but then I go and have a wrestling tournament with a 9-year-old who's trying to get better and my shoulder hurts again. So shoulders, I kind of have been
Yeah, I'm
easier
good
on.
with that if you're pushing the weight.
Yeah.
But what I would see, like, I would just pulled up her dumbbell upright row, and I'll say this goes for pretty much everyone. Set one, 10 by 24, 10 reps, 24 pounds. Set two, 10 reps, 24 pounds. Set three, 10 reps, 24 pounds. That's where I might say, like, maybe go a little lighter on the first one, 20
Hmm.
pounds, and see if you could get that 12 out. Um, then maybe bump it up to 24. Okay, I only got 10 out here, 10 or 11 out. Maybe you could even push it. If you stay in that 8 to 12 range, you're gonna be okay.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you're going to a point where it's 3 to 5, you're kind of
Hmm.
completely working out of that spectrum. That'll
Okay.
actually one of the first calls I'll do when we kick off the challenge will be kind of breaking that down again. So that'll be a good one to really cover there a little
Okay.
more in depth. But yeah, I'm good with what you did.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling overall pretty good and feeling last year I definitely gained strength, but like it wasn't as much as like I was hoping to. You know what I mean? So like I really want to kind of
Now you're
push,
pushing
especially
yourself.
yeah.
Now you're pushing. I like that.
Hmm. It was a good year. 2025 was a strong year, but I need to be better. I mean, like I said, Mav's been trying to get better, so I've been wrestling him and I can't let a 9-year-old beat me. So
It'd be embarrassing. I'm getting to the
it's
point where my 10-year-old nephew can give me a run for the money.
it's embarrassing, man. Embarrassing.
The, oh man. I think I showed the picture of my nephew. He's twice the size of the other kids on the football team. It's not fair.
Hmm.
Not fair. All right. Well, again, there's going to be 3 calls next week, a Tuesday, a Wednesday. Those are like open to other people. It's just goal setting for 2026. I'll probably post about that on Rise and Run, not tonight because my wife's gonna kill me. And I'll probably post it tomorrow, some details on it. And then regular call Thursday. Shoot me the questions. I'll shoot you the answers unless I forget to hit send. I'm sorry. I'm just glad it was in there, my answer. You got the response right away though, Audrey, right? Like I couldn't have typed
Yeah,
it.
I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If not, I would have pulled out my phone and been like, I bet I typed it there and didn't hit send because I was driving. Let me know if you saw the other thing on there that you asked me about.
I think I did, but I'll go check.
Double check.
Yeah.
What time for the Tuesday and Wednesday? 6 p.m. Thank you for asking, Denise. That'll all be goal setting for this year. All right, make good decisions. Night.